I just want to keep fighting. You know, I'm up for rematches. I'm up for, you know, any new fight that's going to be exciting for the fans. You know, I want to be in exciting fights. I never like being in boring fights. I know a lot of people think they're just going to try to take me down and win fights like that. I'm making adjustments to my game. I'm going to keep growing, and I'm going to keep trying to take people's heads off. You know, it's just the way I like to fight.
Are you still the toughest challenge potentially for Jose Aldo for the champion still?
I believe so. You know, I think that maybe it's not the fight that you can build up because you're going to get the best sound bites. But when the fight happens, you're going to be excited because I'll throw down. And, you know, the first fight was unfortunate. And I think a lot of people still you don't want to give me credit because of that fight. But, you know, it happens, especially early in the fight. You don't even have your head there, you know. The first 30 seconds, anybody can go down. And it's happened time and time again. Look at, you know, Kane and Dos Santos, the first one. And then they fought 2 more times. Completely different story. So, you know, to say I didn't deserve another shot at him is ridiculous. And he's a striker. I'm a striker. I think the fans would have loved to have seen it, you know. And my job is to try to get there and make it happen.
Speaking of that too, I mean, you're a totally different fighter. So talk about that kind of that evolution, and now obviously trying to stir up the other portion, which is making sure you can keep the fight where you want it, which is knocking guys' heads off.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I've always, you know, tried to get better. You know, whether it be on the ground or wrestling or my striking, I'm always getting better. I'm always pushing myself. You know, people want to say I don't have a ground game or I don't wrestle. They've never seen me in the gym. I didn't fight well, you know. That's plain and simple in my last one. So I don't feel like, you know, my ground game sucks. If you think my ground game sucks, come roll with me. You tell me I have a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I didn't buy it, you know. I earned it. So I didn't show it very well in my last fight, and maybe only a couple fights. But that's, after a loss, it makes you want to make improvements, and that's what I've always done, is make improvements off my losses, and I'll continue to do that, and I'll continue to get better.
Do you feel like it's a testament to a poor performance on your part, or also, you know, a good job by Frankie Edgar, you know, or obviously?
Well, yeah, the poor performance was me not making adjustments. So what happened is in the first round, I did good. I didn't do as well as I should have. I thought I won the round. He seemed very worried after the first round. I watched the video. His corner gave him specific instructions how to shut me down as far as the things that he was having a hard time dealing with. And he made adjustments. He won the second round. I took a little bit of damage in that round. It made it very hard for me to stay focused. And I didn't make the adjustments. So he made adjustments, and I failed to make adjustments to counter his adjustments. So he continued to win every round, and he just shut me out. So he did a very good job, and I didn't.
Is there any desire to sort of shut the naysayers up and fight a wrestler again and shut it down and dominate a guy like that? Or do you still want more, you want to stand and bang an exciting fight that a lot of people want to see?
I want to fight whoever. You know, I just want to be in exciting fights. If I get a wrestler, I got no problem showing them what I got. You know, I would love to you know, shut everyone up that thinks that I don't have a ground game or I can't wrestle. You know, so, you know, whatever comes my way, I feel like I got a long career still, and I'm going to fight everybody. I'm going to fight stand-up guys. I'm going to fight grapplers. I'm going to fight wrestlers. So you'll see over time.
Was there any disappointment that they made Mendez and Lamas as opposed to maybe you getting one of those fights?
No, because I feel like those two should have fought, you know. I mean, right now is a good time, but they could have fought a long time ago, you know. You know, I always feel like it's more exciting for the fans when two high-level wrestlers fight each other, and the more exciting strikers fight each other, and they go through the ranks like that, style-wise. I've never been a huge fan of predominant striker versus predominant grappler because a lot of times they're very tentative, and it's just not exciting. So, you know, at the end of the day, you want to put exciting matches, and I think that's going to be an exciting match. I'm a fan of to watch that fight. I fought them both. They're both tough. They both are strong at different points, so I'm excited to see it.
What do you think that fight?
they both have gotten so much better, but I would have to say Mendes. He just came off of a hell of a fight with Aldo. Looked really good. I've always thought that he didn't like getting hit. He got hit a lot in that fight, and I think he's got to be over that by now. You know, when you get hit by one of the best, you start to be like, okay, I'm not afraid of anybody, you know? And so he's really rounded out. But Lamas has too. But I just have to say that Lamas might have better striking, but Mendes has better wrestling, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, I'm sure. I give Mendes a striking now. That shit was pretty impressive.
Yeah, but I think Mendes looked so good against Aldo because Aldo didn't expect it. Yeah. Him to come in and throw down. You know what I mean? Yeah. He expected it to be like the first fight, so he got thrown off.
What are your thoughts on, you love boxing, of course, train a lot of boxing. What are your thoughts on Mayweather-Pacquiao? Looks like we might get this fight.
About time, you know. I know how it is. There's a lot of people that don't want to, you know, don't want to budge on their stance, and when a lot of money's involved, you know, it's hard to make things happen. So, you know, bravo to them finally making it happen, hopefully. And I think, I don't know if it'll be the most exciting fight ever, but it could be. But I think the fans wanted to see it for a long time, and they should.
What do you ever get frustrated when you see talking about money, seeing the numbers that are thrown around in boxing, and it's like you're an elite athlete in this sport, you're doing just as much or more? Does it get frustrating ever to see that and be like, you deserve more money?
I think we all could get paid more, you know, but the sport is still growing. I think overall, MMA fighters, there's more MMA fighters making a living than boxers. You know, so that you know, is to be said. Boxing seems to, the guys getting paid are the very elite, and they're getting paid a lot. It'd be nice to get a paycheck like that, you know. But you know, the sport is still growing. You know, it's like I just have faith that it'll keep going up. You know, that the next generation will be well taken care of.
Your brother has a fight coming up, Bellator. It's a big jump. What's the situation weight-wise? You know, it's kind of a weird situation because they don't have a 25-pound class, so I know he's kind of going up for this fight. But talk about him quickly and just, you know, getting in a big show for him.
I don't think that fight's official yet. It hasn't been signed. But yeah, he's a 25er. His opponent didn't want to make the weight, so agreed on a catch weight. He didn't want to make that weight, so we're fighting at a heavier weight. You know, my brother's a game fighter. He's a 25er, but he's fought at 35 many times because it's hard to get 25-pound fights. Yeah.
Cool. Anything else about that?
Just, you know, continue being my fans, my real fans. You know, after you lose one fight, it's very quick to see who was on the bandwagon and jumped off. So I appreciate my real fans for sticking around. I will be back. I will continue to put on exciting fights, and I'll always try to work my butt off to do that. So the ones who are my real fans, I appreciate it. You have my heart, and that's why I do this.
Buy a shirt.
Yeah, support me. Killer Cub.
Hey, this is Ariane Celeste.
This is Uriah Faber. UFC lightweight champ Anthony Showtime Pettis.
This is Dan Henderson. You're watching MMA Interviews.
MMA Interviews.
You're watching MMAinterviews.tv.